All right, welcome to Heroes in Training. This is episode 25, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
That's wild.
just revealed,
Mhm.
isn't it? Isn't it?
Mhm.
We just revealed last session Reaper. I'll put him up on the screen here. It's going to take a long time for him to buffer on my screen, but I'm sure y'all are enjoying him now.
I see him.
And he was fighting against Alter and just beat him. He got stabby stabbed with
Pretty
a
rude.
salt with some salt, and like salt in the wound. Ooh. And he's
So he
out
can
of
make
out of
salt
commission
without
now.
teleporting? You make
What's that?
salt with teleporting and without it. It's crazy.
Salt with
Well,
teleporting.
the teleporting is
no, the
ice
teleporting is
statues.
That's
ice,
ice.
not salt.
Yeah.
Some other power.
Yeah, salt
Yep.
statues was a Bible thing. No, never mind.
Yeah. So Alter's out of the fight, and he was about to like choke him out and kill him and take his power. But then we got the three.
See, kinky.
We got Dragon, Vulcan, and Countess all show up and are charging at Reaper. I think the last thing we left off with you guys, your guys' characters, was Palladium was helping Tendrillium beat Dynamo. Tendrillium is now also out of the fight.
Didn't Dynamo take off somewhere?
So Reaper was protecting
pulled him
Dynamo
back.
with he pulled him to himself and was protecting him in like a little salt hut. And Alter tore that down and threw Dynamo to Tendrillium. And then when Reaper came back from being thrown into the stadium, he grabbed her by the neck and just dragged her along the ground, taking her out of the fight, and protected Dynamo from being taken out of the fight. Yeah. Dynamo does not have any heat source right now, though, but he's not
He's been disarmed twice.
Yeah, he's been disarmed twice. Yep.
Real quick question then. Has he been defeated for the purposes of my game face or no? Like he doesn't have any way to fight, right?
Yeah, I guess it depends on what your point was with that, right? Like, are you trying to capture Dynamo, kill him, stop him from hurting people? Like, what was the game phase, right?
So the move says when you commit yourself to save someone or defeat a terrible enemy.
Yeah, so I don't think you've defeated him yet, right?
Yeah,
you disarmed him, but he's not defeated.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you feel like that's fair and accurate.
That's fine. I guess, am I going to get a chance to try to defeat him this time?
Okay. Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, just make sure. Making sure you're not going to pull out
sacrifice your mentor.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, cool.
I guess if you want to say he was rescued, right?
Yeah, that's my question.
And he can't fight right now.
My move
he's
says
a piece on the board, but you defeated him.
I
guess we'll do it that way.
My move says at the end of any scene in which you don't make progress toward that goal mark condition when you fulfill your goal mark potential. I just want to know whether or not, because it's kind of up to you. Yeah.
Well, I guess let's just play it out. Like, let's see how this resolves, and if you feel like your character would still be like chomping at the bit to get back at Dynamo,
well, I would just rather mark potential.
Or if he's captured, right? Like what?
I would just rather mark potential. I
I do feel like he, at least in the narrative, felt like he was not the point anymore. So I think it would. I don't know. I felt like
you want to drop the game face and take potential.
Well, yeah, because otherwise I have to go after him, or else I take conditions every scene. I don't I wanted to make sure that like the narrative had enough closure that it made sense for me to be able to take that off.
Did.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. That's fine. I don't care either way between those two. I feel like, you know what I mean? So I'm fine with that being the answer. So the last thing we got with Bastion was you were helping Weightless by giving him a carved arm and a sword to be able to fight Slipblade. They were going at it.
That was the first time he's fought with a prosthetic. That has to be a thing he's considered before, right?
Well, I'm probably just controlling the arm.
Well, I think the issue is probably just because he can't make that thing weightless, whatever it is, right? Like his entire power functions off of being able to
I can essentially make it weightless by just moving it.
Yeah, you can. What I mean is like I don't think he's considered a prosthesis before this point because most of the time it would just hinder his power.
That's true.
Okay, so as we kind of open up here, I guess the other thing to note is that Left Wing has taken Reaper's Link ice statue power,
teleportation power.
Yeah, but my plan is to change that as soon as we start. So
okay, so let's start. I think the first thing that we get, though, I guess Palladium, you get to see. Your situation was kind of left up in the air, or like you're not currently doing something. But I think the first thing we get is with we'll replay the sequence right of Reaper choking out Alter, putting him down once he sees Dragon, Vulcan, and Countess coming. Right, he like slowly turns over his shoulder and sees all three of them like enter the fight and are charging after Reaper, and he throws Alter down and smiles and says, "Fine." And the opening shot we get is all three of them are charging after Reaper. Reaper turns and uses like his bubble gum and pulls himself after Dragon. He like
it's not his
bubble gum. Yeah, he lashes with some bubble gum onto Dragon and like starts pulling him in. And Dragon like loses control of his fire, and then Countess comes in with a shadow claw and like cuts it off, and Vulcan like shoots some energy blasts, and Reaper does his like doppelganger like mirror image thing and creates all these like duplicates of himself, and then starts to fill the stadium, or not, like fill the area with like this mist. And I think Vulcan maybe does like a big like a larger energy blast to try and like knock all these pieces out. And Dragon like gets back on his feet, and then Reaper assumes the place of one of the like mirror image pieces, like becomes that one off to the side of the mist, and then pulls Vulcan towards himself. And then I think we see maybe like Countess like appear from underneath the grass and like phase through Reaper, and Reaper like takes a step back, like reeling from that experience. And so we just see this like incredible
1v3,
like the teamwork from the three of the 1v3, yeah, but then also Reaper just has so many powers at his disposal, and like the more you watch, the more you start to just be like, how many powers was he holding back on when he was fighting Alter? And now he's just like letting stuff out. He's just like, the fight has just escalated, where he's like, I kept it, and then like my in-canon decision on that was Reaper was purposefully holding back because he didn't want to reveal which powers he had for the real boss fight.
Right. Well, he's already held back the most important one, so I'm going to swap the thing I'm stealing with Null's power.
Okay, so here's the question, though.
Yeah.
How do you know which one is Null's power?
I mean, I've seen.
And how would you even confirm that? Yeah,
his looks like an inverse weird black hole orb, but should be super easy to pick out of the.
That was only when it was activated, if I remember correctly. Right, like when his power was activated, it pulled stuff in, right, and it looked like it was inverting because it was pulling in power.
That's true. Well, then, I mean,
I could be wrong. Maybe I have said that, but I'm pretty sure that, like, in my headcanon, that was how I had understood his power to work.
Yeah, I don't really remember.
So, with that being said, so yeah, I'm very curious to see how Leftwing plays out with this situation, because I feel like I like the concept of Leftwing trying to figure out what's the most important power to take, and him struggling with like, oh, I wish I could take multiple, or I wish I knew which one this was. But I feel like just being able to make a roll to be like, well, I want to take that one, I feel like that's really difficult. I don't know if it can be really a roll as much as like it just is chance, right?
Sure, but I suppose it's also a question of which ones he's using, because he hasn't used that one, and he's used it, not all of the others, I assume, but a handful.
Okay, so maybe let's just say Leftwing is watching the battle, and he's trying to figure out which one it is, and we'll leave it for now until you get closer to figuring out, like, okay, which one is that power, and because you're probably good.
You could assess the situation if you want and try and figure it out. But
that's what I'm trying to determine is like, are you able to determine it yet? Or should we leave this
play out
have it play out for a while?
Yeah, maybe the fictional positioning hasn't arrived yet.
Yes, that's what I was thinking for that. But I think Dragon, Vulcan, and Countess are all common stuff. So it might be something for Left Wing to consider as well, to like try and patch into their comms, right? Because you guys weren't allowed to have comms for the tournament, but maybe you could get a comm that you can be able to communicate with them what you know. Because right now they're just coming in at this blind.
Yeah, I could probably talk to Countess at least, right? Because I mean, we do missions all the time, so whatever channel she uses or whatever, I should be able to communicate on, right?
But you don't have a comms, is what I was meaning to say. Because during the tournament, you guys weren't allowed to have those. But I bet it's in your locker.
Sure.
So you could be like, "Hey, Angel," right? Like, where's Angel? Give me my comms.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
but I think another thing I'll note, just because that's probably a pretty impactful beat as well. The first time that Reaper uses the bubblegum power, I bet like we see the looks on Countess, Vulcan, and I guess you can't really see Vulcan's face, but a look on Countess and Dragon's face is like, what the heck? Wasn't this girl like? How does he have the same power as that one girl in the tournament? And then when he has another power, they're probably like,
I mean, can I yell? Like, I feel like that there's at least one piece of information I should be giving them, right?
Yeah, let me think of what role would that be? Because that's the biggest thing I'm trying to determine is like, if you're just yelling, I feel like that's a role. Because this fight is intense, right? This is going to be like a crazy, everybody's moving super fast. I mean, Countess is literally like going into the ground at times, energy blast, big fire blast, and it's in the middle of the stadium, right? So it's not like a small area to yell over. But I think there's a
for this. Here, I will wait for them to not be currently cooking him like a barbecue, and I'll swap places with him, and then I'll be the center of their focus for a second.
Oh boy. You could try that.
Yeah, well, that's why it would be a roll, right? I'd have to find a time when they wasn't about to die.
Yes, but also you're then teleporting Reaper closer to your friends, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I could just walk away from them first, right?
Okay, all right. So maybe Left Wing is like, I need to get a hold of them. Like, I need to talk with them. Maybe I should go around and get away from them. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
You start like walking away. I think as you start to walk away, though, Mirage says to you, "Wait, Left Wing, have you seen Bioelastic?" You have not.
No, he wasn't in the pile of people.
No, I think maybe you like turn and look at like and like take stock of everybody, and like, you know, there are different people that are like out. There are different people that are like injured but okay. You teleported a couple of people away. I think it was DJ and Mist. Yeah. So they're out. They're gone, right? But
crazy idea.
You don't see Bioelastic.
We let him kill Bioelastic, and then he dies from cancer.
Well, I'm pretty sure Bioelastic.
4D chess move.
I definitely had a thought this week where I was like, man, if he didn't kill people when he took their powers, I would kind of hope that he would just take Bioelastic's power, because then he could stop being an idiot.
I was also thinking about,
as far as I remember, he kills people when he takes them, right? Do we know that?
He has to kill them to have them. I think that's why it's called Reaper. Like, you can take them if they're dead.
I'll neither confirm nor deny.
Today
I think I did actually specify last week, but
it's
not going to do this time.
It seems like the kind of power where, you remember in Hero Academia where the guy has the power where he can use his voice to compel people to do things if they answer him or whatever. And he's like, yeah, it's a power only a villain can have. And I'm like, this is the kind of power where people would say that, right? Like,
yeah,
you have to kill someone.
Yeah.
But you don't. They just have to be dead. I mean, presumably, unless he has to kill them.
Just go to old people's homes and funerals and
so I was literally imagining him if he had been a hero, and I was like, you could call him like a memorial, and anytime a hero dies, he gets their power and he just becomes the most powerful hero.
That is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I might.
That's powerful.
I might try and steal that idea, maybe, of like the good version of him, if for something. I don't know. I don't see you want to use that here.
But, no, that's awesome.
Well, when we redeem this guy, that's That's what it'll be.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Now we're gonna kill.
So yeah, I think maybe Palladium. You probably hear this as well because I assume you probably like coming back towards the group after this fight starts. After Dynamo is like no longer in your fight.
Yeah,
so I think you probably hear this too.
Myself.
Yeah. So I think you guys kind of take more stock of the situation with the sidekicks, and I'll kind of describe a couple of noteworthy things. Because there's too many characters, I'm not going to go through everybody. But Shorty is probably the one being healed by Scab right now. I think Mirage and Alchemist are like looking around, going like Bioelastic, and Mirage then is coming to you, Leftwing, and being like, have you seen Bioelastic? And maybe Mirage runs up to you as well, Palladium, like, where's Bioelastic? Have you seen him? Wait, no, she probably asks you, Leftwing, like, did you teleport him away?
No, I didn't have time to get anybody other than a couple. He wasn't one of them. I haven't seen him.
Yeah. I think obviously Statue is fine. He's probably also looking around saying Bioelastic. Bubble Boy is obviously crying over Bubblegum's dead body at the moment. Probably just like scream crying.
Right.
And another person you notice that is just like out is Emoticon. He's just KO'd.
Okay. And Ice Blade took Reflection away somewhere, right? To safety.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because so like, if I can just take a moment to imagine this, like the awning area was like where the explosion happened, so it was considered like, oh, this is like, get them out of this area, right?
Yeah.
So there's probably just like maybe like a more flat area, like maybe up some stairs, where they've been bringing people to like actually be.
I'm imagining
like,
maybe
healed up by Scab.
Going down the stairs to either like that kind of big tunnel type thing that happens in stadiums. Sure. Like,
yeah, maybe we'll do it like that. Maybe it's ground level. Maybe that's where you guys are now. Maybe it's ground level. Maybe that's where they're bringing all those people.
Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't bring them up higher.
Yeah, so maybe that's where everybody like. Maybe that's actually the opening scene that we get of like. Everybody's been quote unquote like rescued, right? Like brought out of the burning rubble area, and you guys are like making your way down there. So then Leftwing, you're like going back up to leave to go around the stadium to get away from them before you teleport. And that's when Mirage said that. Like they're taking stock and make sure they have everybody. Right. And 5 of them are dead. 2 of them have been teleported away, Mist and DJ. And now they're like, where the heck is Bioelastic?
Honestly, like, where are the teachers?
So I think maybe you look up at like the box area, and that's where the teachers are. I think Angel is probably still down here. He's probably just kind of like in the air watching. And maybe like, kind of scared. Weightless is still fighting Slipblade. So Bastion is probably not down in this tunnel area right now. And I think that's it. So then, and Scab is there healing people, but like Duplicity is not down there. And Quotient, what's his name? Patrick Lemerick, Architect, Mnemonic, Prism, Life Sap, all of them are up in like that box area still.
Right.
Actually, I think Life Sap is not. I think you don't see Life Sap. But another thing to note that I forgot to mention last time is Life Sap was animating a bunch of chairs, and those chairs were like helping get civilians out of the area, like with like doing like the arm thing of like come this way, right? But they're like they don't have like mouths or anything, but they're like trying to orchestrate like helping civilians escape. So now I think that the chairs are now like trying to like waddle down towards the fight. And so that's just a little bit there. So what do you guys do? You have an extra piece of information.
I think I would my first instinct would be to like assess the situation and try to find where like missing people are. Like, okay, where's Bioelastic? Like, get eyes on whoever we can that we're missing.
That's a good, interesting Okay, yeah, go ahead. If you want to roll assess
I love when GMs like present a situation, like the obvious thing that the players would do next as soon as the player suggested, they're like, well.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to think of like, is this an assess situation role that I could reveal information now that would lead you to the conclusion?
Certainly.
That was, but I think it's something.
Cool. Then that's what I would do.
Okay.
I would have 3 superior, but Tendrillium lowered my superior last time.
She made you dumber.
I think I have my all of my +1s now. I have the highest labels I'm ever gonna get. Okie dokie. Yeah, here we go. Hey, starting off strong.
Let's go, baby.
Maybe Palladium, I think your conclusion is Bioelastic's dead. He's under the rubble that we didn't take rocks off of. Just count him as dead and like he's a lost cause. Like we can't go after him. We got to focus on the living now. I think that's your conclusion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's the way Palladium would think about it, but certainly he's like, if we didn't grab him, like he's underneath tons of rubble and probably dead. And so, yeah.
Or he's a coward and he booked it.
Or something like that. And either way, can't find him right now. So we need to focus on other stuff.
So what's kind of your, do you kind of take charge then? And they're just like, we can't focus on Bioelastic right now. We got to get like what
did someone ask? Someone asked about Bioelastic, right?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Because I wanted to go after Bioelastic too. So I maybe just like look helplessly at the rubble above us, right? I'm just like staring at it and I'm just like, I don't.
Maybe Mirage comes up to you and is like, where's Bioelastic? And you turn and just look at the rubble and she goes, oh no.
I think I'm already looking at the rubble when she comes up to me and I just keep looking at the rubble when she asks the question and I'm like, if we didn't find him, then I don't know what to tell you.
Am I still in earshot at this point?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to wait.
Unless you run away.
Like, find Bastion. He could carbon sense him out. I don't know. I gotta go.
Yeah.
And I run.
Yeah, I blink
really
and I'm like,
pee, guys.
I know it's bad timing, but I held it.
I blink hard and like I'm like kind of trying to
like snap myself
out of it. Yeah. And I'm like, Bastion. Okay. Yeah. He can help. And then I just send her, who's talking to me right now? The girl. Mirage. Yeah. I say, Mirage, go find Bastion. He can help us find Bioelastic if anyone. I don't actually know where, when was the last time I saw Bastion?
When you were fighting
Tendrillium, he's helping Weightless fight Slipblade.
Right. Okay. I maybe don't like send her specifically to do it. Then I just say like, if we find Bastion, then maybe we can find them. And then as Leftwing, as you're running away, I just say, good luck. Because I know exactly what you need to do, right? Like you're like gonna go help out with powers.
Yeah. You too.
So yeah, I honestly think my focus, since Bastion and Leftwing are helping the others, like I think I've done all I can right now. Like the elemental powers that are being at play right now are like my allies. So I think I'm just gonna focus on civilians and like our classmates and stuff. And honestly, you know what? I failed the assess roll. I'm trying to think of like if there's any other hero besides Bastion that like could help out with something like this. From the like, is it given the list of people that you've just described as like me seeing around? Is there someone that just is an obvious one that I would need an assess roll to find out?
Is the one? That guy.
Yeah, does he need to actually like? Because I know Beacon had to mark people to be able to teleport them, but just
I guess full pulse. Yeah. Is he in the booth?
He is. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I think that's what I do. I don't think I would go myself, but that's something that Mirage could probably do easy. And it wouldn't put her in danger. I just say, Mirage, go find Full Pulse. If anyone, Bastion's busy right now. If anyone can find out if he's still alive under there, it would be him.
Sure, yeah. I think Soul Impact hears you say that, and he's like, I think Mirage is like, what? How do I? And Soul Impact's like, jump on. Let's go. and he looks at you like he's nodding, like he's happy to help. Like, glad you thought of something for me to do.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this is something you just want to renege on. I'm curious, like, why doesn't this he go by himself? Yeah, I don't know why she needs to jump on his back.
I was like, oh, he's gonna get to it. And he's like,
I think all he heard was, I think like get up there. Like,
Mirage needs
if anybody knows,
there, yeah.
Right. Yeah, right.
I think I would just fill him in on the situation. I'm like, maybe it would be better if you just go by yourself. All we need is someone to get a message to 4 Pulse. Can you do that?
He nods.
Yeah, and I relay what we need. Right.
Yeah. So we'll pan away from that. We see Leftwing like running along the side of the grass, right? Leftwing, do you also like yell to Angel to get you a comms?
This I think is my bid for that more, right?
Like, is to swap places with Reaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we see Leftwing kind of like running around the field. And then we'll slide over to Slipblade and Weightless fighting, and Bastion is the thing, right? I think the scene we kind of get is where we're opening up. He has like the armor on still, right? So his feet are able to be solidified with the like slipping frictionless environment thing. So he's able to still like land and stuff like that, is what we said. I think we get a shot of Weightless like being like, all right, Bastion, take me up. And he makes himself weightless, and you pull him up into the air. And I think Slipblade kind of like glances towards you, Bastion, and starts to like slide towards you. And then Weightless says, bring me down. And goes like full weight and just like slams into the ground as hard as he can. And I think Slipblade like kind of like loses control and like slides into some chairs because of that. And Weightless is like, take that. And then we see Slipblade just like completely vertical, like slide under some chairs and like out into the air. And he pulls his sword, and you're going to get to interact here to try and protect Weightless. But you see that his sword is about to slice right below where the carbon arm is, on like his stump of an arm. I know you there, Jared.
So like, yeah. I'm just visualizing.
Okay,
so he's going to like basically just like a kind of like a ham, just like slice the exposed.
Yeah. Oh, and well, did you make him full armor, or
he did, but it got blown off?
He did, but part of it got blown off.
And then it got blown off. And then, okay, yeah. So he's like,
so he's working with like
it's
half
like the cool
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like the cool Spider-Man scene, right? It's got like he's got the FaceTime going.
Yeah, kind of like moving it around as need be.
So how do you react?
I'm going to do something smart.
I give you a suggestion in the chat if you want.
Build a ramp, then make spikes below.
Yeah, he can't glide on air, so you make him jump in the air.
He is mid. Isn't he mid air right now?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I could theoretically just kill him.
Could just make spikes.
Yeah. I am going to turn the arm into like a 5-pronged kind of like trident harpoon thing, and just like
okay,
catch the sword with it, and then just like try to like push it forward so he gets like impaled, and then like the sword is stuck between like the harpoon and his body. Oh yeah, that's even cooler. And then once he's impaled, like rocket launch it.
I didn't quite follow that. So let's Weightless's arm is like exposed, right? And so Slipblade's sword is coming in like this, and you're saying you're going to make it into a trident up here.
Oh.
And then what?
Well, no, like a little trident. I mean, I can control the arm.
He's going to make a sword catcher out of it, right? That's his plan.
Oh, okay. So you're just trying to make it like manipulate his arm for him so that it's a trident and it catches the blade.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to worry about like breaking his arm or his joints. He just has a stump, so the prosthetic can like turn it like weird angles. That's
expected. Okay, yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, a normal arm couldn't do. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like turn the arm apparatus into like a sword catcher trident thing, and then try to impale him with it and catch the sword between, the apparatus and his body, so it's stuck and he's impaled.
Well, you're not going to impale him.
I know. Well, that's the goal. That's what he's attempting to.
Well, I think the plan was
you're attempting to protect Weightless by catching.
Yeah, the best way to protect someone is kill whoever's threatened.
Good defense best defense is a good offense.
A good defense is slaughtering.
This is a singular beat, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing in the moment? You can then try to do something after that. I mean.
Oh, okay. I will roll Savior.
Okay.
To catch the sword.
Well, I think this is more
apparatus.
I think this is more rolling free. Trying to attempt something.
I'm defending it.
You are, but like,
defending someone with your powers.
There's a different trigger of like so. The two triggers are defending someone or something, right? And then unleash your powers is to reshape your environment, right, or overcome an obstacle. So if you're reshaping your environment so that it has a certain effect, that's one thing. If you're using your power to reshape his arm to protect him, that's another trick.
Yeah,
does that make sense? If you're like, I want to catch his blade, that's unleash your powers. You're reshaping your environment. You're trying to cause an effect. If you're just protecting him, like having it so that like it just using the arm to manipulate it so that he blocks it, right? I feel like that's more like a defend. Unleash your powers will have a reshaping your environment type of
That's
effect.
what he's saying, right? I think Jared was saying it was a defend, right? He's using his powers to reshape the arm so that he doesn't get hurt.
Okay, yeah, okay. So okay. All right, I missed that. I was still on you're trying to catch his sword and impale him at the same time. And,
you said that's two separate beats.
Yeah, he's going to protect him. And
all
then
right.
he's
So now you're just protecting him. Okay, all right. Sorry, I didn't quite follow. All right, go ahead and roll. Just go through roll Savior then.
He dies. Oh no,
he dies. Nice.
And I'm fully healed. Man, I'm kind of regretting wasting my end of session move to clear a condition because now I'm just.
You can add a team or something, can't you? There's other stuff you can do.
Yeah, but I want to be. I don't know. I'm gonna do some stupid stuff later this session, so I might need it.
Doesn't your Nova stuff though like help is better when you have
conditions? Yeah,
but we really haven't had the time to like catch a beat,
charge your powers. Yeah. Okay, so when you defend someone or something from an immediate threat, on a hit you keep them safe and choose one. And a 7/9 it costs you. So you get to either add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Oh,
you take influence over Weightless.
That might be useful.
Oh, and that's another thing is I don't remember how many team pool we had last session, but I add one at the beginning of the session. So I guess I said 3.
You know what?
If I forgot to clear one, it's my fault.
You know what? Screw it.
I remember you having one left as well, but
what?
I remember you guys only having one team left as well, but we'll just leave it.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna take influence on him because that's more interesting, and I like having angry marked.
Okay,
that just makes sense.
Yeah.
And I can use a move if I have angry mark.
Oh right.
Someone's move.
Okay, so I put Weightless on your influence tracker there.
Yeah,
your influence tracker is kind of wonky there. Kind of goes low and up, and okay. So yeah, you protect him, right? I think the blade just slides along the carbon instead, and I think Weightless as Slipblade kind of slides past, right? I think Weightless is like. Yeah. Thanks, Bastian. Or no, I don't think he talks to you. I think he says, the fight's different this time, Slipblade. You're not going to take my arm again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love how you were just like, wait, no, he doesn't talk to Bastion. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to you.
Yeah, he's going to turn around and say thank you to a student in the middle of a fight. That would be a sign of weakness.
I know. I was like, that didn't sound like Weightless at all. Do you remember your character?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll keep going. So, Slipblade, I think, he like catches himself on because it's like stairs, right? So like he's like sliding past in the air. He like drops the frictionless environment, so he's like kind of dropping now, and he like catches himself on one of the chairs and like lunges after Weightless, and I think he just like lunges after him, and he like ducks underneath of Weightless, and Weightless like takes a big swing towards his head, and Slipblade turns it into a frictionless environment and literally just ducks underneath him and just like pushes him up into the air, and just kind of like sends him like flying, kind of like basically like a gravity-less push, right? So he's like just kind of
like can affect gravity too,
kind of. Well, that's what this like weird frictionless bubble thing is, right? He's like pushing him into the air, and
but okay, yeah.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm trying to. I've been back and forth on what his power actually is.
Because I mean, like
that just makes him fall faster if there's no friction.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you would lift faster, but you wouldn't lift that much farther, right? It wouldn't make that much of a difference. But then you'd also fall faster. But I don't even know if that at that speed, if they would notice that much difference. Yeah. But
yeah, but so maybe he just like as he's ducking underneath of him, he like just topples him. And then
not
he
to, like,
slides.
I was just curious.
No. I appreciate it because I in my head I was trying to understand the science of how his power actually interacts. Because it's hard to describe. Right. It's hard to keep a fight moving with Slipblade. It's hard to understand what he's actually doing. So yeah, I think he just like slides past Weightless. He like topples him over, and he slides towards you, Bastion.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I think I'll put it in more direct action. I think as he gets near you, he's like vertical again, and he just like stands up like on a dime, and he like takes a swing at you. I think he like sees like, okay, if I take care of this guy, things will be different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Weightless is a really bad matchup against him because he has to punch him. But Bastion is an insanely good matchup against him. I don't think this was a good plan. I think he's gonna die.
Like I'm gonna act all like, oh no, he's gonna stab me, and then a rocket fist comes and hits him in the back.
A rocket fist. Okay, so I think. Jeez. Let me think that through. A rocket fist.
Yeah, like
meaning like you just are manipulating Carbon behind him and just like attacking him.
Well, no, the arm, like the arm on Weightless. Like it
so you're just gonna pull Weightless after him?
Yeah.
Like, he's Weightless. You pulling Weightless with him?
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's Weightless.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
And
he's not always Weightless, but yeah.
Well,
but it makes sense that he would be.
I'd assume an experienced veteran would get that I'm pulling him to make himself weightless.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna turn the fist into kind of like that harpoon apparatus, so he's not able to like frictionless his way out of it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. I think this is directly engage a threat.
I think I'm controlling my powers with grace and using my adult move.
I don't think so.
So it has begun.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think this is. Yeah, I agree. It has begun. I think that needs to be more about you, and I think this is not enough about you for it to be a narratively impactful. You using your adult move to wield your powers with precision or grace.
Okay.
I mean, it also doesn't sound like precision or grace in all reality. You're kind of dragging your teacher across the stadium floor.
No, I am pulling forth a veteran, and he looks very graceful doing it.
Yeah. I feel like that's that if it's up to interpretation and we can see it either way, I think we always default to the normal move.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, since I'm using myself as the bait, I think more than a shield fits. Since
more than a shield.
When you directly
engage a threat by heading directly into danger without regard for your own safety.
So you're not heading directly into danger. You're bringing weightless to the fight.
Danger, right?
Well, yeah, but that is literally what I'm doing. I could leave, I could avoid, but like the direct failure of this is me getting hurt, using myself as bait.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like the thing you're doing is freak. Like you're just using your powers.
He's saying I'm doing danger.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. I don't think you are directly because I think it's just unleash
the whole
powers.
Point here is can he unleash his powers, right?
Yeah. Well, you're not trying to inflict a condition. You're trying to get weightless to inflict a condition, right?
Well, I mean, it's a team effort, and weightless can't roll.
Yeah.
Look, if you pull the trigger on the gun, does the gun kill the person, or does the person kill the no?
Well, no. The important thing here is like, what is Bastion actually doing in the narrative, and what he's doing is using his powers.
It's when
you can use your powers to directly engage a threat. And I think I'm directly engaging the threat instead of passively.
I would say you're reshaping your environment or overcoming an obstacle. You're not directly engaging it. You're bringing weightless to directly engage a threat for you.
My power is just reshaping the environment. So if I'm using it like as a tactical thing to reshape it so someone has like a disadvantage, that would be freak.
Also, the mechanical effect
it's the difference between like being support or ADC. Right now I'm being ADC instead of support.
Yeah, like the mechanical effect you're going for is damage, right? That's what you're trying to do. Yeah.
Okay. I suppose
I feel like he's directly engaging a threat. I mean, he's using somebody else.
Before this, I was like Nami and being like the support. Right. And now I'm being like Jinx and I'm being the ADC.
I don't know that League of Legends language is the right way to make this more clear to them.
Well, he's played predecessor. He knows.
I could see it either way. Like I understand. Like it just depends, I guess, on whether or not Connor considers this situation as a like the only thing you can do is help your mentor, or if it's Bastion can search. Like if it's more of a.
Let's follow.
It's a weird like middle of the like. It's a weird situation because I'm using him to.
You're throwing him at him, basically.
Right, but that's how powers work, right? Powers are very rarely I hit him with my hands because unless you're weightless, that's not your power. So, but I mean, let's follow this through, right? You do freak and you roll well. What happens? Nothing really changes. I mean, like weightless punches him, but that doesn't do anything because you didn't roll a thing that lets you mechanically inflict a condition.
Yeah.
Whereas if you roll the other one, you inflict a condition, which is what you're trying to do, right? So I feel like the only one that makes sense as far as like doing the thing you're
directly
trying to do
engaging a threat by throwing your teacher at him.
Yeah, and you are doing that also because if you fail, it's you that gets hurt, not your teacher, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, I feel like
we decided
they've sold me.
We decided directly engage a threat.
I think
outvoted
has any outcome that like does anything. The only way it wouldn't be that is if you decide that this can't hurt him.
Yeah, or it has to come with something else that would just be freak worthy.
Yeah, because ultimately he's trying to hurt him, right? He's using a different tool to do it, but that's what powers are, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm going to say no. I don't think. I think the result of this will not result in them trading blows or you trading a blow with him.
Cool. I mean, if that's the case, then freak makes sense here.
But then there's kind of no point. There might as well not be a roll.
What is this going to accomplish then, Connor?
It wouldn't accomplish anything. So there wouldn't be any reason to do it.
Well, we have to figure out what it actually would accomplish then. Is he overcoming?
Okay, yeah, we'll just directly engage a threat. Yeah,
right. Because like, if the point is he's trying to get weightless to engage the guy and like throwing him at him and whatnot.
Yeah.
With his powers. So if his point is
even
because either what happens here, Connor, is
it's a borderline issue. We just do a roll directly engage a threat. That's fine.
Yeah, I think the idea is like either you have to just decide as the GM that he hurts him, but it makes sense to just use the mechanic that actually tells us how you hurt him.
Right?
Like I think we've had enough set up to where in this very like specific role, like 99% of the time I wouldn't be able to do anything against this tier of villain, but like King, 99% of the time I wouldn't be able to fight him either, except like the big build up to where I was able.
I do personally think
we set enough dominoes that now we're in a situation where I could feasibly damage this guy who's much better.
You're leveraging a much more powerful tool in hitting him than just your own strength, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I also
because weightless can't roll.
Agreed. Yes. Yeah. Which is why your roles have been tipping the scales in the fight. Kind of similar to where in like episode 16 and 17 when we were going through like the King's invasion, King's gang invasion, where you were like tipping the scales in fights as you were going through areas. That's kind of like the situation here. It's like they're fighting on a different scale, and they're on a like rock paper scissors stalemate, so to speak, right? And you're tipping the scale in Weightless's favor.
Right.
You just rolled Savior.
Yeah, I'm doing more than a shield.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
That's literally verbatim what the dice.
Well, so you're in danger.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
you're not
we've had this argument
in more
before.
danger than you already is.
I think
I know. I don't like it.
He's choosing offense instead of defense, despite being in danger, right? Like he could be doing this in a way that protects him and like try to like block. And normally when a fight, when someone's attacking you, you have to deal with the attack and then counter, otherwise you'll get hit. What he's doing is he's just also punching. Right.
I don't know. If I was Bastion, I would be thinking I have to save my own life by bringing Weightless here as fast as possible.
Yeah, but that's not what he's doing. He's not bringing Weightless to
I feel like
him.
his mindset
I'm not bringing Weightless to shield me.
It's a mindset thing. I have to
kill him.
Yeah, it's very narrative focused. Which
I have to shift. It is. Yeah. The narrative always feels the same. It's just his intention that's changed. Yeah. Which is what throws me for like that's cheating.
Yeah, because you're always in danger because you're in a fight. So
but it makes sense.
When is it intentional, right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but I'll give it to you. That's fine. I agree. I do agree with you. I just my GM senses tingle every time you use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a hit, you trade blows. On a 10+, pick 2. So you either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or threaten the opposition.
Okay, hear me out. Okay. I'm going to I'm reading take a powerful blow. I'm going to avoid, obviously.
Okay.
Surprise! Can I cut his arm off?
No, you can't cut his arm off.
Darn.
However,
you've talked about this a lot. Take something from them does not mean a limb.
I know it's thematic this time.
Yeah,
I think in the description
of
taking something from them, their footing is one of the examples of like a not thing that you would normally take.
Sure.
So maybe you could like use the moment that he's been hit to like lock his legs in to something so he can't move.
I'll just do
that'd be interesting.
The smart thing and create an opportunity for Weightless to further do something because I think that just makes the most, and he can cut his arm off.
Yeah. Okay, let me think that through. So he's coming after you, right? He flips up on a dime, and it's probably like aiming towards your neck, probably for like a decisive just kill. And it's crazy fast. Like it's incomprehensible, not incomprehensible in the sense that you literally don't know what's happening, but like you do not understand how he can be that fast. You're like, that's crazy. But he's like swinging at your neck, and you're pulling Weightless. And I think in this like slow-mo sequence, right, you kind of see Weightless is kind of scared for you. You probably have never seen like worry in his eyes before, but he's kind of like, oh, he's about to kill my sidekick, like my student. What the heck? And you bring him there just in time, and you form his arm, this prosthetic arm, into a like a pike. You said like a trident.
Yeah, kind of like a weirdly shaped trident to try and like counteract his ability to just like slip off of things.
Sure, yeah. You think that through.
You mean like a barbed one, so it's got the hooked blades?
It's like barbed, and it's got like multiple prongs, so you can't, just like roll out of it.
Yeah, so if he just tries to pull it out with no friction, it's just gonna catch.
Yeah, let me very interesting. I'm trying to think of how that would work. Let's say he's like swinging towards your neck, and he like starts to lower it a little bit because he knows you're going to duck. And once you stop, once he realizes you're not ducking, he's like, what the heck? And he like turns over his shoulder, and he like his eyes go like wide, like underneath his mask. His eyes go wide, and we see just like Weightless with a trident. And I think he spins around the trident, and Weightless like stops on a dime because you help him by pushing on his legs, right, to stabilize him, right? And he like turns on his frictionless environment again, right? So like maybe you like slip a little bit as well. You're like, what the heck? As you're like helping stabilize Weightless, and Weightless like spins and like hits. He doesn't really. Yeah, he like hits him with the trident, and he stumbles because of that. Because again, like the frictionless environment thing, and then he like jumps like towards him, and I think he lands with the trident like in between his like maybe like his shoulder, like on each side. The
he pins his shoulder with it.
He pins his shoulder. Maybe two of the prongs. Like he goes for his neck, and he misses, and it like goes through his shoulder, and so it's like it traps him there. Nice. And then I think he's like, I think he like goes Weightless, and he says, "Bring me up, Bastion," and you bring him up, and he like does the whole thing again where he's like about to just completely kill him, and like fall on him with the weight of an elephant or whatever. And I think maybe see happen next. I think I'm going to do something similar to what happened with Dynamo. And we see like in the fight with Reaper and the three, we see like Bubblegum reach out and like grab the trident and pull it out, and Slipblade's just barely able to get out before he like crushes him. And then Slipblade like slides over to the side and like faces down with him again, and he's like holding his sword in his like bleeding arm, and like just like, blood dripping out his blade
against deflecting the bubble gum.
Because
I want this guy to
deflecting the bubble gum. Well, I know you want him to. Oh, I know you want him to die, but this is like
the very least
roll to.
Oh yeah, I'm rolling to. Right? Oh yeah, but the him being rescued would be a separate thing, right? It'd be a different beat. Potentially.
That's true. I agree, because you created this opportunity for your ally. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, essentially, I just want to launch like a rock to get to gum it up.
I'm gonna say absolutely -3. You do not see this coming, and this is insanely fast. And
fine with me.
Don't have the opportunity to plan this out fast enough to react to it.
Yeah,
I almost just
kind of just like a gut, just like instinct reaction. That's cool. I found that.
Yeah,
-3. I missed.
Holy cow!
I hit Bioelastic. That's why no one can find him.
Bioelastic comes up.
Like, hey guys, I'm fine.
And then Weightless just turns him into pulp.
Oh man.
Let me think of what happens here. Actually, yeah, you try and shoot a rock to intercept the bubblegum, so it sticks to that instead, right?
Yeah.
I think instead Weightless gets gummed up. I think after the, I think you shoot a rock and you miss the bubblegum with the rock, but it catches the. Well, no, I don't even think it. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I think it's just irrelevant to what you actually did there. You shoot a rock and you miss the bubblegum. The bubblegum pulls on the trident, and I think maybe you also like nudge Weightless to try and grab grab Slipblade before he pulls away. You're like trying to help him, but because you were distracted with the rock, you actually bring him off balance, and the gum catches Weightless back towards Reaper with the trident. And he like gets dragged across a bunch of chairs before the bubblegum like tears off, or he was able to like tear it off.
Okay. I mean, he's not dead. He's not dead, right?
No, okay. He's not even out of the fight.
He's just annoyed.
He's hurt, right? He's gonna have
to get some peanut butter up in his hair to get all the gum out.
He kills all the pores.
Yeah, but the pores. Not these chairs. These chairs aren't sentient yet. Okay. But I think the situation basically is just like both characters have taken a beat, like a condition, so to speak, right? Like Weightless is hurt, and Slipblade is bleeding, and we'll cut away from this scene back to left wing. I think you're far enough away where you feel like you can switch places with his Reaper, and I think you're probably like, this is far enough. He's already interacting with Bastion's fight. Like, I got to do something here.
Right. Oh yeah. So I want to find a spot where I can dip out of sight. Like I'm gonna look at him because I can do it from memory. And then just kind of like whip around a corner because I don't want him to know where he is in relation to the fight because he can teleport once I do this. So I need to have him not sure what happened for the last 2 seconds while I talk.
Do we have eyes on all the villains that are here? Like, or that we have known were here at one point? The only guy I can't remember is the card guy, right? We don't know where Roulette is still.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm worried that as soon as his left wing does that, he's going to be jumped by some other random villain.
So,
not that left wing.
I'm not sure that it's possible to go around the corner because I don't think you have enough. I think the fight is too fast paced,
too mobile
for you to remember where he was in that moment. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like that's the kicker there.
Yeah, I guess I just figure if he has his teleportation back, I won't even have time to talk. So I have to find a way to.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess instead I can wait.
Maybe. Well,
I'll wait for one of the 7 to be displaced in some way, and then I'll trade places with them because I think that's the only way this is gonna. I realize I just ran out to do that for no reason, but yeah, I think that makes more sense. It might weaken them for a second, but I'm sure they'll be fine.
Maybe it'd be better if you just like try to get close to them with your teleportation. Maybe.
Well, no, I'm stupid. I'm just gonna like find a trash can or something and swap places with one of them. So
there you go.
I'm dumb.
Well, even then it's Reaper versus the 2, right? You might be giving them an opportunity to.
Yeah, but I mean, I only
maybe you want to replace. Maybe you want to replace something down the tunnel with Reaper.
Well, yeah, but if I do that, then I'll be touching him, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you have to be touching him to swap places with. I thought you've swapped places with other things in people before, like swapped people with people before.
Yes, but I have to be touching one of them. See, I have to be touching the thing that I'm swapping, which I am always touching myself. Maybe that's not the best way to phrase it, but so I can always just swap myself with stuff. But if I want to swap something else with somebody, I have to go touch something.
Okay, I didn't remember that. Yeah, this is tricky. This is because I mean, I knew that this was going to be a hard roll. But like, what are you even accomplishing if you're
I'm gonna
even just with the piece of the fight that we described, why don't we let's just do same thing again. You're gonna try and swap places with Reaper around the corner, and it's just a -3 roll. It's gonna be really hard to try and swap places with him. Like you're trying to guess basically when he's gonna be still enough in the fight for you to be able to swap places with him enough to get out of sight. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I still think it makes more sense just to swap places with one of the 3 that are fighting, though.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay. All right. Then just roll freak, no minuses, right?
Yeah.
But
and to be clear, I meant like swap something else with them so that they're next to me. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess maybe can I assess the situation and try and find like a time to do this where it won't weaken them? Like I'm assuming he'll do something. One of them will get thrown off. I can switch places with them since they're kind of out of the fight.
Yeah, situational -1. This is it's hard to guess because the fight is very
it's fast. Yeah,
unpredictable and jarring. So you're guessing, but like how Countess fights at least. So
yeah, and I think she'd have the easiest time getting back in it. So she's kind of the one I'm watching.
Sure.
Well, I don't know. Dragon can fly, but then he'd probably light me on fire.
Yeah.
When he did it.
Okay, so ask one question.
Sorry, I was looking at my special questions to see if they're better. I don't know.
I think I'll describe a little bit of the fight that's going on as you're thinking about this, because I think
I just can't find a question that actually asks what I wanted to ask.
I think like Dragon is coming after Reaper, and Reaper like makes a big like ice pillar in front of him to protect himself, and then he turns and like shoots the bubble gum and like pulls the trident towards himself, and Dragon like burns through the salt just in time for Reaper to like have the trident, and then like tries to stab a Dragon with it, and he like has to like basically like change his trajectory and like goes into the ground instead. And then as soon as he goes into the ground, like a little bit of like some sort of like circular distortion kind of appears above Dragon. And he like tries to take a step and like falls. And Reaper like pulls. He probably just like steps forward to like stab him through with the trident, and then like Countess like phases through the ground and like grabs the trident and like stabs it into the ground, and Reaper's like pulled down with it and is off balance, and then Vulcan like makes like an energy cage around him or something like that, and he what would he do with that?
What does Vulcan's power even do? I don't even know.
He's kind of like Green Lantern. He just has like crazy energy structures basically.
Okay.
But they're orange, so it's very different. Very different.
Yeah, it's like Orange Lantern.
Yeah. So he like puts them in like a cage or whatever, and then a bunch of like after image doppelgangers just appear outside of the cage. He like swaps places with one of those, and then like maybe turns and pulls Vulcan out of the sky towards him, and then Dragon gets on his feet, and like it's just like he's just like putting one of them off balance just in time to like stop the other one or like make a move, and the other one has to be like saved, and it's just this constant back and forth.
Nice. There it is. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like, well, here's the most valuable. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I don't know. These questions are always so hard to work around.
I know they are. Yeah.
Like, what's the best way in/past? I don't know. I'm just trying to.
I feel like figure out what's the best way in/past.
Yeah, who's the best target here, right, for this?
I guess who here is most vulnerable to me could be that too. Of like, who here is
that's like.
Maybe you even just wait for an opportunity of like what here is in the greatest danger to figure out who to pull away to actually be helpful in the fight.
Yeah,
like maybe Dragon is like rushing towards Reaper, or maybe he's Vulcan right now. He's like pulling Vulcan to himself, but you see kind of a side eye from Reaper underneath the mask, and he's like making an ice spike right as Dragon is like coming in, and you're like, oh, if I don't pull Dragon out, he's actually going to die. He's like going in. Maybe it's his blind spot. Maybe because Dragon is missing an eye. Reaper is using that to his advantage, and it's like in his blind spot, he's going to get stabbed. He doesn't know it, and you're like, "Oh, I don't pull him out."
Okay, yeah, it's not going to be funny anymore. I can't remember the name of it. Jared, what's it called when ninjas make a log instead of the person and they
substitution jutsu?
What?
Substitution jutsu.
Yes, I do substitution jutsu, and then he stabs a trash can.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
To roll, right? But
yeah. I think just roll. I think it should still be -1. This is
okay. Then it'll just be flat because I'm acting on the answers. So.
Oh, true. Yeah. There you go. Full hit. Yeah, that's awesome. So then, he just like stabs a trash can, and he goes, and like is still pulling Vulcan in, and then Countess like runs her shadow claws through the air, and Reaper has to like use his bubble gum to like pull himself back to escape or whatever. And yeah, so Dragon like is right next to you, and then just go like a huge fire blast like right next to you, and then he's like, Leftwing, stop goofing around! I almost killed him there.
No, he was about to stab you. Also, you should know he steals powers from people he kills, so don't let him kill you. He can teleport around, but I'm holding that. Also, he has Null's negation bubble. I don't know why he's not using it, but I'm guessing he's waiting for a kill shot. So just, so you know. And then
I think Dragon maybe like maybe he like pulls his comms out of his ear and like throws it at you as he blasts away, and he's like, tell the others that.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's hot. Yeah, put it in my ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually taking a condition because your eardrum is just burnt to
just charred. Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead and so you say that again, right? But probably more clearly this time because you have more time.
Yeah. And I don't know if I've seen any powers that he hasn't used already.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Correct. Yeah, you haven't seen anything he's done that he hasn't. You've seen more than he used before. Yeah. He's revealing more things.
I feel like I've also noticed that every time he goes to dodge, he uses the bubble gum. So maybe I don't know. When it gets to it, maybe I'll start trying to like mess with his escape mechanisms and hope that I can guess the one he's going to try and use, and then it won't be there when he wants it. Right?
Yeah.
But we can do that.
So and I think as soon as you switch places with him too. Actually, so yeah, I think instead of him pulling himself back with the bubble gum, I think he uses the blink statue ability. I think I'm telling you that because that tells you something. He knows exactly when that power goes back to him, and he immediately starts using it. Yeah. Like he just like he can sense it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably not too surprising to you because you feel like you can sense it when it comes back to you as well. Yeah. But like he doesn't miss a beat. He starts using his power again.
I even did a thing to Doomseer where like I was taking and putting her power back so fast that it was staying active and giving her a headache. So like in theory, you could even have it where they haven't even tried to shut it off yet, and it just stays active when they get it back. So yeah, I don't think that surprises me, but obviously he has some kind of supernatural ability to integrate his powers, which I mean, that seems like it must be part of his power, whatever his actual power is, his Reaper power, right? So I guess, can I see if there's any of these powers that have been active the whole time?
There are several that have been active the whole time.
Okay.
Well, so here's another thought: is I don't think you can tell if there are several that are active. You don't know like which one is which. So like if
different, right? Or at least slightly different. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. Like I guess they do look very slightly different. Everything looks to you like a blue orb, right? Like a blue like energy orb that is either active or inactive, right? Okay, and they glow. Sometimes they glow with different intensities based on whether or not they're on. But I feel like in order for you to be like, oh, that's that one and that's that one, it would be really hard to tell. Like almost so that it's like it's just a very slight difference of like, oh, that one glowed a little bit stronger just then than it did over here. Or like, I feel like maybe you're even like, let me write this down. Like that one's that, and that one's that.
Right. Like because they glow when they're active.
That's how careful you'd have to be.
Right. Yeah.
They glow when they're active, but some abilities are active but don't have a reaction. And so sometimes when it has a reaction, it's like a surge, but it's just barely. It's like when you it's not even like when you plug something in and hear a spark, right? It's way less than that.
So I guess he's just trying to find one that either looks central or is just always flared or is never not being used in some way, right?
Yep. So like, but then if you take one of those, how would you know which one that is then?
Well, if I took the right one, theoretically, at least if I was right, he would lose the ability to integrate those powers supernaturally, right? So he would start to suck.
And then
that's how I would know.
So basically you want to try and take the ones that are glowing until you notice that he's not doing as well in the fight.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you're
trying
thinking?
to find them? Yeah, like you said.
So maybe
I can roll again and see what's most valuable for me here or whatever, right?
God, heck. I don't know if
because this is a different.
That sounds like an assess the situation where it's just like which of these orbs that I'm stealing is the greatest threat to us.
Okay, so I think roll that. Okay. I think this is over the period of the time that you've been running around, and I think it's going to take some time as well here as you try and like experiment with it.
I suppose how long it takes,
and maybe as you're doing this.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think even if you are successful, it'll still take time for you to figure out which one is the best one, right? Because you could be like, oh, he's doing not as well now, but is that one going to be more helpful? I'd have to try it to, like it's so much so of like an abstract that I feel like it's almost not a roll, but it is because you're assessing situation.
Yeah, he is.
I think it's just over a long period of time here.
Yeah, he is concretely trying to land on the one that makes this guy able to use other powers, and it doesn't seem like his powers like you can imitate them, and so he needs it, right? He's stolen these other powers, but it does seem like he's able to integrate them in a way that is pretty much impossible, and so that's why he thinks that must be part of his original power. And if he can steal that, then he just has a bunch of bubblegum he doesn't understand how to use, right? Like that kind of thing. So I guess that's the one he's looking for. If that's how it works.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyways, okay, so but we can cut to somebody else.
Well, so I think maybe make the roll, and while you're making the roll here, like you're explaining to Countess and Vulcan, like what's actually happening. I want to get a little bit of an interaction there as well.
Sure. Okay.
Because you like just spam read everything, right? Or spam said everything to Dragon, but now you get the chance to like actually explain what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you say it just as fast this time too, like with Countess and Vulcan? Like if he kills you, still your power. Like,
it's probably a little more controlled because I have time. They can fight while I'm talking.
Yeah. Maybe the scene is like, okay, this is Reaper. He can. If he kills you, he steals their power. Oh, nice hit. Oh God. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I probably don't know his name, do I? Did he introduce himself?
You might not, but his name has been said by Dynamo.
Okay.
Maybe somebody else too, but
sure. So I basically repeat the same information, but just a little more succinctly. Maybe.
Yeah. I think Countess. The first thing you hear Countess say is, "Who all has he taken? Who's all dead?"
I
forgot their names.
He doesn't tell them who he's killed. He just tells them what powers he's seen.
Yeah.
Because that seems like not a thing to focus on right now.
Yep.
But I mean,
so you say that, and I think once you say like Null's power, she's like, "Oh no, that might be troublesome." Leftwing, can you take that one?
I think he says he hasn't used it yet, so I'm still trying to pinpoint which one it is. He has how many does he have?
Dozens. Like you haven't counted them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he has. They're almost hard to count. There's so many of them. I'm trying to find.
Also, another part of why it's so hard for you as well is like they're overlaying. Like there's only so much room in his chest, but you can't see each one distinctly enough. Like if he actually had that many, you wouldn't. It's like a sea of power sources.
Sure. In that case, I think maybe it would be more effective for me to steal his power and then try and identify it when it's in me. Like, this I can sort of tell whose this is because I've got it right more than I can just by looking at it.
Maybe that's part of the maybe that's part of the assess is like, or no, that would be extend your senses. Maybe this is a double folded roll.
That's true. Sure.
So maybe after you explain it, you're like, okay, let me start trying that. Maybe so
that could be one of my questions, and then I'll get a bonus to it.
Yeah.
So maybe like I think I have what here is most valuable to me in my what here is useful or valuable to me.
Yeah. There is one that is
the most important.
The most important, and I'm gonna leave it for I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet because it's not thematically impactful yet to tell you what it is yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Randomly steal one and roll a D100.
There you go.
If you get 100, you get the important one.
There you go. Yeah. So I think you know that there is one that is the most important, and I'll tell you what it is when you have it.
Okay, and then I guess how can we best end this quickly? What's the best way that I can sort of get there, right?
Best way you can sort of.
Well, I guess that maybe I should ask a different question because that'll just give me the bonus to the same question.
Sure.
Same roll. I think maybe what here can I use to best like interfere in his ability to fight, right? Not other than stealing these powers, right? What's the best thing I can do to support them in their battle?
Gee, I don't even know. I
guess that's probably the same answer.
I think it is the same answer. I think if you really need to, you could do what you just did, like, oh, that person's about to die, give him that power back and swap places with them. But you might not be fast enough next time. This time you were waiting for it. Right. I think next time you're focusing on two different things. I don't think you'd be fast enough next time.
Okay.
So I feel like it is still the same answer.
Sure.
Unfortunately.
Okay. That's fine. So then I'll roll. What was the other one for you?
I think we'll come back to you to roll for it. But I think the exchange that I want to get with Countess is she's like, can you take that one, right? Like, can you take null power or whatever? And you're like, I'm still trying to figure out which one it is. And maybe you explain that. Like, maybe you explain like he's really good with the powers he takes. I want to take that one.
Yeah, I want to try and take his power, the one that actually lets him use these. He's using the expertise he's stolen somehow. That has to be part of the power.
Sure, I think maybe Vulcan is like, an interesting premise. Are you sure that's the best way to go about this? It seems like it might be a guess, not a sure answer. I'm not sure if we want to be going on guesses right now. But you know who Reaper is?
Yeah.
Who's Reaper?
He was the guy in the computer.
Oh, with all the power data?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was studying all the powers in him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love this. All right, keep going.
Wait,
keep going.
The guy. Wait, there was a
guy imprisoned in the computer. Remember?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we described him, and he didn't look anything like this, right?
He was also way more chill. Well, this guy's wearing a mask, right? I mean,
yeah, I don't think it's the same guy.
Go ahead, keep going.
I love that he thought of that.
I don't know. He has something to do with it.
I love that you thought of
that. Yeah, so I guess I'm like, I can look for nulls, and then at least he can't cancel your powers. But then, I mean, the fight will be just as hard as it has been. I mean, it might be a gamble, but
I think Countess says null's power isn't very helpful for him either. He has the power advantage right now. He'd take all of his own powers too. So I think it's best if we. Well, I don't know if she would even assume that. I think she maybe asks you that. I think she's like, well, wouldn't he take all of his own powers too?
It's like, well, Nolan only had one power. I don't know how it would react. I mean, it seems that way. It sucked all the powers that around him, and he couldn't keep people from losing them if he wanted to. He couldn't be selective. Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't mean that he hasn't figured out a way to do that. He has some supernatural understanding of the powers. Maybe he could do that.
Yeah, I think Dragon is like blasting in, and he's back in the fight, right? And he's just like just going ham, right? He's not really talking to you as like the other. I mean, mostly because he doesn't have the comm, but also
yes, he's sort of letting the others
trying to interact with them either. He's just like we just need to kill him. There's not a plan here. Like that's the vibe you get. And but I think Countess just says
well, and his
I think either way it's a gamble
from activating around him too, right? So
yes,
like, even if he had access to powers, he couldn't use them because the field would nullify them.
That is a very safe. That is an accurate scientific answer for what you've seen. Like, I guess that makes perfect sense to you.
That's probably what he says instead, right? He's like, I don't know if it would stop his abilities, but I think the field would negate them even if he could use them.
Yeah.
I guess that's a fair point. I'll keep searching for the one that's at the core of this. If he loses his expertise with these powers, he'll just suck with all of them, and it'll be fine.
Yeah. I think Vulcan says, I suppose everything in a fight is a gamble. There is no sure way to victory.
Yeah, that's real profound. Good luck.
I trust your instincts, Leftwing. They have brought you this far.
Thanks.
I think Countess just says, do your best, Leftwing, for all of us.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. And I think you get this.
The more you say,
feeling.
The more you keep saying I can do it, the less I'm sure I can do
it.
Yeah. I think you get this chilling feeling, and we'll cut away at this. You get this chilling feeling like during the fight, Reaper seems to be glancing over towards you.
Right.
You get the feeling of like.
Now, so.
You get the feeling of like, oh crap, maybe this is a bad idea to get involved. Okay, so let's cut back away to Palladium. Palladium, what are you doing? You sent Soul Impact to go get.
Yeah, I think I describe myself as basically just like trying to deal with collateral damage in the. I mean, look for more villains too. Like, just kind of play.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, they're focusing on the main guy, and I'm gonna take care of all the loose ends while everybody's doing that.
Yeah.
So
let me think of.
I failed an assess roll to like assess anything, so I don't really know what I do in the immediate. Like, I guess without knowing anything more, I would probably just help anyone that I happen to see, make sure that if anything comes up, like basically stay by my classmates and the New York peers as they get healed by scab, and do whatever I can to help anyone here while looking out for threats that are like going to break off and come towards us or whatever, right?
I think,
or things that the main heroes aren't seeing around the thing. But
I think you failed, right? So
yeah,
you definitely failed the roll.
Go ahead, tell me the thing that I missed that's gonna kill people.
My elastic.
Well, yeah. Besides that,
well, there's that. There's something else though too.
Yeah.
Card guy.
Now I'm trying to figure out what you would like, what you have to do in the meantime, because you failed to figure out what the problems actually are. You know what I mean? This is giving.
Well, he knows some of the problems, right? He knows that Weightless and Bastion are fighting. He knows that the other three are fighting. I assume he doesn't want to involve himself in the fight.
No, I don't.
Against Reaper, but.
And that's my point. Is like I wanted to basically deal with anything else that was coming up, but if I don't know, and so to remind you again, Connor, like if I can't tell anything, like if I'm looking around and I don't see anything in immediate, I'm focusing on the people in front of me, right? I'm just like, Scab, what can I help with? Like, is there anything I can help with?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you ask Scab. Maybe you're like, Scab, what can I do to help? Yeah. And he's like, I mean, I think Reapers I think the three have got how would he refer to them? I think he just says their names. I think Countess, Dragon, and Vulcan have got the Reaper situation taken care of. I don't think you should probably join that fight, but he's like healing up Shorty. Maybe it's best if we got all the rest of these sidekicks out of here. Maybe just lead them out.
Sure. Yeah, I can do
that. Maybe he's like, Shorty, can you stand now? And he nods and then like takes a step, but like his bad leg, he like slammed his knee into some concrete. And he stumbles, and then maybe like Ice Blade. Well, no, Ice Blade's probably carrying a girl. Maybe Statue comes and like puts helps him a bit, and like is helping him walk. And I think everybody starts to like move and leave, except for one person. Like everybody's like listening to you. It's like, okay, let's get out of here. Let's not be, in the way in case Reaper comes after us or whatever, right? Except for one person, and that's Thunder. she is staring at the field like, I got to do something here.
Yeah.
Please mundane her. If he gets her powers, we're dead.
Yeah. I don't think I want to engage the should you or should you not use your powers in this situation yet.
Sure.
I think what I'll just say, I'll just be like,
I'm gonna keep my headphones on. I'll step away for like literally 1 minute. I'll still hear you.
Okay. I was just gonna say, like, I think I just like shout to her like, Thunder, come help me with this, right? Just like try to distract her casually without going up to her and saying, don't get involved in the fight. Like, I'm just gonna try to distract her.
Yeah, but maybe if she got involved in the fight, they'd win.
Or they'd die even harder.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, if
it could go either way.
If Dragon's power, because like Dragon is equally destructive, or at least more
he has
or
enough
less
control over it to do.
Probably easier to land a hit with, and he's not killing him. So
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Dragon has enough destructive power and more precision over his powers that he's the better person to try to do mass damage to.
Right.
Yeah.
Although I do feel like he's just barely keeping up with the three of them. If we introduced some more veterans, then I feel like the fight would go better. And there's a bunch of teachers just standing around with their thumbs
what are
up
they?
their
What
butt.
are they doing?
They're just hanging out in the booth watching like a bunch of chumps. I don't know.
Are they those liberal teachers that are just like, oh no, teachers shouldn't have guns to protect their students?
Well, do you remember the powers of all the people that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think most of those people don't have
the people that are not down here are Angel is down here, but just watching at the moment, right? Like waiting to swoop in if he needs to, but probably too afraid to do so anyway. Duplicity is up there. What's Duplicity gonna do?
Yeah,
she's gonna help
the guy that literally doesn't have powers.
Good dogpile him.
Yeah, then they a single point of damage from an AoE will just destroy them all. So.
Well, yeah, but the point is you cover him in duplicities and then you firebomb the whole thing and he can't dodge it. But I was more talking about the other teachers because I know all of our teachers, but none of their teachers are doing crap.
Yeah,
there's got to be at least one decent guy.
Also, LifeSap did something, right? I think maybe you noticed this left wing. Like, there's a bunch of chairs now that are like moving their way towards into the field, and you're like, oh man, these things just gonna get in the way. Like,
right. But why? How about the guy who builds entire cities in like a fraction of a second? Why is he not doing anything?
Very good question.
He's one of them.
Maybe Duplicity actually like pops into. Let's answer that question. Maybe Duplicity pops into the comms that you just put your ear in, Leftwing. And she says, Leftwing, come in. Is that you?
Yeah.
And I think maybe like she like waves to you like, can you see me?
Yeah. I can see you, right.
Yeah. She's like, we have a little bit of a plan. Do you have an idea of when a good time to enact it is?
Depends on the plan. Probably whenever. They're pretty much constantly trading blows.
Yeah, I think Countess is like, Duplicity. It's Countess. Now is not a good time to do anything. Let us handle this. Any type of plans that don't get run by us is just going to take us out of the fight. Trust the three of us. We work really well together. If you add in a wild card of somebody else's power, it might just give them an opportunity to strike.
Yeah, maybe like what's the plan?
Okay, well, Countess is like, I don't even want another plan. I need to stay focused. Go to a different comms chat.
Okay. Boop.
Yeah.
He switches over to the one where all the teachers in the booth are like arguing, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Yeah. I think Duplicity is like, we have Architect and LifeSap underneath of them. They could elevate her up at some point, and well, we have the big robot still. And Architect could make like a cage for Reaper or something, but
I don't think anything's gonna hold him. Probably he can teleport and stuff.
Exactly, but we're trying something. If we if one of them goes down, I guess that might give them a chance to recover. Just let me know if you feel like when is a good time. I think we'll cut from there back to Palladium. So you don't hear this though. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I can't wait for the reveal that he's able to like tap into like FM radio signals and just hear everything that's going on. It's the best part about having 500 powers is you can just pull anything out of your butt.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so I actually have said that he. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to reveal anything. Let's keep going.
I think you just did.
It's so funny. Anyway, keep going.
I mean, yeah, the last thing happened is I called Thunder over to be like, Thunder, give me a hand with this and whatever I'm doing to help Scab, helping someone up, maybe helping Shorty up. Because I basically just want to distract her, just be like, come over here, but I'm not going to tell you just directly to not engage. Just, come over here. I need help.
Yeah. I think maybe roll provoke.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like that's really what
I don't know. Am I doing provoke or am I doing... Well, I guess what are the other...
Be comfort or support, right? Are you trying to comfort her or are you trying to get her to come over here?
Yeah, I guess I am provoking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's true. I'm being sneaky about it, but... Okay. Well, this is the thing I just failed with, so we'll see if it works this time. Hey, there we go.
Okay, yeah. So on a 10+, they rise to the bait and do what she wants. So yeah. So she's just like she hesitates for a second and then she just said, all I'd do was all I'd do if I succeeded is kill all 4 of them. Now is the time to pull the trigger. That's all. And then she just kind of walks past you.
She said now is the time to pull the trigger?
Yeah, meaning I can pull the trigger this time too. I've been holding back and now here's an enemy I can pull the trigger on. Remember, because that was the whole left wing thing was if you point a gun at somebody, you have to be willing to pull the trigger.
Yeah, but she said I'd kill all 4 of them. Now is the time to pull the trigger. I'd be like,
she's saying all I do is kill all 4 of them. It's just that now is the time to pull the trigger.
Sure.
Now is an enemy I can actually just attack.
She's frustrated that she can't pull the trigger because
because I'd kill all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I just say wait until they're. Wait until you. What am I trying to say?
Wait until you're older, kid.
Yeah, I mean, she basically already said the bit about killing all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just say, hey, maybe you'll still have your chance, but for now, give me a hand.
Yeah. What are you getting? What is she helping you with?
I'm just helping one of the students up, I guess.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I don't really need help with this. It's just I need.
Maybe you're carrying a emoticon or something.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Jeez. I think that's.
No, it has to be me and Iceblade carrying emoticon.
Sure. There you go. Yeah. Iceblade isn't helping other girls now, and yeah, he's helping you with emoticon. Yeah, I think you guys start walking down the alleyway, right?
The tunnel.
And the tunnel. And we'll cut over to Bastion in a second. Actually, let's just cut over to Bastion. So you guys start walking, right? Cut over to Bastion.
What?
I think I'm gonna say emoticon wakes up. Actually, no. Hold on. I gotta intervene here. I think emoticon. You're maybe an Iceblade is carrying emoticon, and because he's out, right? And then emoticon wakes up. And he wakes up with the start, and he's like, "Huh, what's going on? What's going on?"
Just
and
dream.
Whoa, kid, calm down. Yeah, you're dreaming. Go back to sleep.
Remember, you lost.
Yeah. He gets down and he turns and looks over and sees the 4 of them fighting, and he's
emoticon.
he kind of looks at you, and he goes, "What's happening?" And we'll cut to Bastion.
Okay. I'm gonna stop him. I am not gonna let him be a stupid idiot.
Yeah, he's gonna get everyone killed.
He's gonna get himself and everyone else.
He's not gonna get himself killed. He's gonna get everyone we care about killed.
Yeah.
And Connor's gonna keep him alive out of spite.
Yeah.
Not if I have anything to say about it. I'll kill him then.
There you go.
But then Reaper will steal 5 powers all at once. Sorry, go ahead.
What are you doing? So I think Slipblade is bleeding. Weightless his head just like
you said. Slipblade got
knocked over a bunch
essentially
of
pulled out of the fight like a dynamo.
No,
right?
no, the trident did. The trident got bubblegummed away, and then slipped away. So now he's still fighting Weightless in you.
Oh,
that would have hurt a lot.
Now he's bleeding. He's still facing off against. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, you literally
he's
described
still facing off against Weightless.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
I mean,
how's Weightless doing?
He looks beat up, but I think maybe he stands up, and maybe he's like not quite in between you and him, and so he like starts like trying to get in between you two, and I think I think Slipblade, jeez, what does he do? Let me think. I mean, he starts sliding towards you, right? Maybe you know how like there's like those concrete kind of like railings, right? Maybe he like steps on one of those and then just like slides up it.
Yeah.
towards you, and Weightless is like stumbling to try and get closer to you again.
I'm like, Weightless, can you buy me like indeterminate amount of seconds that it takes me to cast my ability?
He said, "No, kid, I'm not going to get there in time. Get out of there."
Oh man, I need to use burn. That's like half my character.
And he's not giving you time to think.
Just give yourself a bubble. I mean, just because he can glide around doesn't mean he can get through a stone
he's not strong.
Wall. Yeah, just make a barrier.
Unless he can become so frictionless that at each and every individual molecule can friction through. Yeah, he's gonna slip right through the atoms like the Flash.
That would be some BS. Honestly, if he could do that, he'd probably just do it to you, and then it would kill you, I assume. And
okay, so you know what? So he starts sliding past you. I'm actually going to cut even right there. You can think about it how you're going to deal with it, but I'm literally going to cut right there. We go over, like maybe like Slipblade like slides up the concrete right towards you, and then the camera like goes into the concrete and down, and we go into a dark room, and we start hearing. And Biolastic is in a chair, and the wood of the chair is like formed around his body as if like it was built around him.
Drew around him.
And I think he's just like sitting there, and we see Roulette, obviously, and let me pull up my notes. He sorry. There it is. Nope, no, it's not there. Hold up 1 second. Sorry. Yeah. Nope. Where is it? I have to wing it. Oh well. I always make too many notes and then I can't even find where I'm at.
Yeah. You just control find.
Yeah, there you go. I think he starts like laughing, right? And he is like shuffling his deck. And I think like Biolastic looks like he's bleeding. Reaper looks like he's bleeding. It's the disturbing scene to like come in on. And Reaper's laughing and he's like,
"You don't mean Reaper, do you?"
Okay. Oh no, not Reaper. Sorry, Roulette. He goes, Okay. This time, if the card is red, I get boils. If the card is black, you get boils. And he draws the card and it's red. and then just like a bunch of boils just like appear on his skin, and he goes, fate is a fickle master. And
his power sucks.
We see we cut back to Left Wing and like the three fighting, and Reaper says something in his comms, and he says now's the time, Roulette. Make the bargain. And you see that, and you're probably like, he's got comms. Like, he's talking to somebody. I assume
it's probably too late, but I'd switch out his ear comm with a rock.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to, or do you just tell them that he's got comms?
Yeah, I might in my own comms like it looks. I mean, they could probably tell, but I guess I'll be like, it looks like he's talking to somebody. I mean, you could try and steal it, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead, Girl Freak.
Okay, I wasn't really sure if it was relevant. I mean, he probably said the thing that mattered already.
I mean, freak doesn't mean that it matters, right? It's something you do. You're reshaping your environment. It might not even be good for you. That's something you do, but you do it, right? You switch it out with switch out his comms, right?
Generally, it implies that if you succeed, you did the thing you wanted to do. But I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Yes. Yeah.
I just didn't know there was a point in rolling, right?
There kind of wasn't, but so you take his comms, right? And
right.
but it's fine. It's what freak rolls do. So you take his comms and maybe you like say it like, I got it, no worries.
I put it in my ear.
Yeah, there you go.
And I say, hey, whatever he just said, don't do that.
Yeah, I think as soon as you do that, you put it in your ear and you say that, and then you get a bunch of feedback and just like blows out your ear.
Well, that's rude.
I literally think I'm gonna have you take a condition from that, actually.
For my successful roll, okay.
Well, maybe you notice before you put it in then, because it's a successful roll, that like you're about to say something into it and you're about to put it in your ear, and then just a bunch of feedback comes from it and you're like, what the heck? And then you probably go, oh right, he took Static's power.
I don't remember what Static's power was. I mean, I can guess by the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so you don't get to hear what happens next, but the audience does. We are going to this is going to be the one time where we're going to get a scene and a roll where you guys are not in it.
All right.
And it's going to be interesting. Sorry, here we go. So Bastian, you might see this too. But Roulette says, yeah, Reaper like said that, right? And Slipblade says over the comms, tell the kid that if it's black, all of his classmates die. And if it's red, we all get to safety unharmed. The Bastion, you probably hear that as he's like flipping up towards you.
Could you repeat that again?
He says, tell the kid that if it's black, all of his classmates die. And if it's red, we all get to safety unharmed. And Roulette says, that's not a fair deal. We win either way.
I was going to say.
And Slipblade growls and says, listen, enough of your... And Reaper starts saying something too, but it's not through his comm, it's just through the radio waves.
Sure.
And he says, listen to Roulette. It's not a fair trade. Roulette, throw the kid a bone. And like is dodging and like does another attack or whatever. And we cut to Roulette and he's just smiling big. And Bioelastic just like stares up at him like knowing how bad this experience has been, he's like, what's coming next? And Roulette says, let's make it interesting, shall we? If I draw red, we get to escape. My friends leave to fight another day. But if it's black, then one of them, Slipblade, Reaper, myself even, whoever fate fancies is left behind. No rescue, no tricks. The rest may flee, but one stays to face the music, to pay the price. A fair wager, wouldn't you say, Slipblade? Freedom for cost, mercy for sacrifice. Balance. Fate loves balance. And Slipblade says, that wasn't the plan, Roulette. And Roulette says, it is now. Fate has better taste than you. And Biolastic thinks back to Palladium telling him, live. Like, don't, like, heroes live. And that failed role of him being like, no, I don't want to, I want to be the hero. I don't want to be, whatever. And I think maybe he like was making some plastic to try and like attack him or whatever and try and do something. But he just thinks, if I do that, I'm just going to die. All he's going to do is just kill me. And now that I'm face to face with death, I don't want to die. And he says, actually, no, you failed that role. You failed the role to change his mind and calm him down, right? So I think he does attack. I think he...
As far as I remember, that's what happened, right?
He doesn't respect fate. He doesn't respect the wager. That's the consequence here. I knew when that happened, there had to be a consequence for it. So
this guy's power is annoying, and you should reject it every time.
He shoots plastic out at Roulette, and like it maybe like attaches to his arm or something, and Roulette just goes and just like grabs at it and pulls it off with like super strong fingers, and he's like, wagers work in wagers last a bit longer than that. You'll have to be more creative than that. And now that you've rejected the wager, fate fancies me. And he draws a card. And where was that roll? Whoever wants to roll, possibly Palladium, because you're the reason that he is in this situation. This is the consequence of that roll that I decided. I just have to find it. When Roulette draws a card, you're rolling it's just a flat roll. Mm-hmm. Good gracious. This is such a long roll. I forgot because I never actually there. Super long roll.
Okay.
So you're rolling, but Roulette has influence over him because he's an adult. So that's a -1 to the roll. And a -2 if you rejected the bargain or tried to cheat the term. So it's literally you're rolling at a -3.
-3. Sounds good. What? Nice. Where's the part where it says where's the reject fate?
Goodness gracious. Yeah, sorry. What do you mean reject fate? At the very top, at -2 if you rejected the bargain or tried to cheat the terms.
Oh, that's the only thing. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So you're rolling at a -3.
Yeah. All right, here we go. My failed rolls coming to bite me in the butt.
Yeah.
It would have been failed no matter what, though.
It would have been. Yep. It would have been. So on a miss, what are some of the options?
What do you mean?
These are kind of just like.
It was a 6 and it was -3. So.
Oh, you mean if? Okay, I was like, you could. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
On a 6- stacked deck, the card lands exactly how Roulette intended. The GM chooses one. Full effect. You take the full brunt of the card's power. No mitigation, no twists. Horrific irony. The outcome mirrors your greatest fear, insecurity, or flaw in a cruel way, or rewritten bargain. Roulette twists the bargain mid-effect. What you thought you agreed to was never the real game. Oh man, this roll is so much fun. Okay, I'm going to say the card lands exactly how Roulette intended, and the GM chooses one. Full effect. You take the full brunt of the card's power. No mitigation, no twist. So here's what's going to happen. Left wing, you've been holding on to this, like trying to figure out what's the best way to do this, right? And you're going to try and take a power that is going to help this situation, right?
Yeah.
You did a superior roll, and Slipblade is like going up towards Bastion. Maybe like Bastion's trying to like protect himself or something, and Slipblade is like drawing his weapon, and we're not sure if the blade is going to get through in time. We're just leaving that up in the air for a second. And we get this moment of you're taking powers, you're not sure what's going to happen, and then you see one of the power sources. It starts to glow a brown, and you're like, that's Null's power. He's about to use it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's willing to use it, even though it would theoretically be a disadvantage for him, means it must not be for whatever reason. I don't obviously know the context of this, which is that he's going to use it to negate the penalties of this chance thing, I assume. That was my guess anyways. Either way, he must think that it's going to help him. So I'm going to try and take it, I guess.
Okay.
At least for this moment. Like if he, I don't know what's going on, but as things shift, I might keep looking for the other one. But
so go ahead and roll freak. I think I'm trying to think if this is what kind of roll this is here.
So because I asked 2 questions and they had the same answer, that means I get +2 on that end.
Yeah. I think that's just a flat roll. I mean, you know which power you're going to take because you roll the superior, right? So you know that you want to take this power at this moment. So I think.
Well, I mean the move gives you +1 to act on the answers, right?
Right. So what I mean, I'm not giving you situational disadvantages for this situation. Oh no, I think you're right. Yeah, those are 2 different mechanics. But how difficult is this situation? I still think it is a negative, a -1. That's what it was before because of So then it balances out.
The joke I was making was that since I answered it twice, they both say +1 to the answer, so I get +2, right?
Yeah.
I think as written, I could make an argument for that. Oh, close. I guess I could split a team. We've got 3.
Yep. It's either otherwise it's unstable or temporary, but who would be helping you in this instance?
The teachers that you're on that you have you're talking with
7,
right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
well, how would they help you though? Right?
Enacting the plan.
Those teachers, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that would help you in this instance because the plan would be to encase him in a container, so you wouldn't be able to take power.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, can I not leverage the 3 fighting him?
Yeah, I suppose you could. Yeah.
Okay.
That was my original thought.
Get a +13.
Yeah.
A +13.
Yeah, because the 3 is helping you. So yeah, it's like it's not a +1, it's a +13. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Of course.
So that's the full hit then, so no consequence. So yeah, you take this null power. I think like maybe the 3 are like converging on him, and he is like about to unleash the null's power, and you take it from him. And as soon as you do, what's that?
Nothing. You said the null. It sounded like a title. I don't know.
Yeah. As soon as you do, a large solar energy blast explodes from him instead, and like you get this weird moment of like it's another like weird like slow-mo moment where you take the power and he looks over at you. Like again, he knows that you just took it from him. He lets out this huge like solar energy blast, and it knocks the 3 away. And we see this as like we cutting back and forth between the like we cut back to like roulette pulling the black ace of spades, right? And or I think it was the red, right? Like the red ace of hearts probably. And he's like smiling big, and he's like, "Thank you, Biolastic. We all get safely away." And then just like fades into the darkness of the room and like leaves him behind in his chair. And Reaper does this like solar energy explosion, looks over at you, Left Wing, and like pulls out some bubble gum to like chase after you. And then like the elevator, like you hear, well, what would even happen there? I think we just see like particles like just appear around Reaper, and the bubblegum just hits those particles instead, like Architect is making the building around him. And you're probably like, no, like, what are you doing? Stop. And Duplicity is like, wait, guys, I thought we were gonna, why did we? And the robot like comes out of the ground and like reaches up and like pulls itself out. And we just see bubblegum like attached to the robot and just pass it. and Reaper just like gets away from the robot and the three and throws out some bubble gum, pulls Dynamo to himself, and Slipblade. We do the scene with Bastion and Slipblade. Bastion, what do you do in this moment?
As he's charging at me?
Yeah, he was about to cut you. He was about to slice you. What was your plan? What were you gonna do?
I think he's gonna like start like little like harpoon like shafts start like forming out of the ground, but like directly behind him.
Sure. Yeah, and I think
he's waiting to like the last second to like duck, and like all the harpoons like pierce where he was standing into Slipblade.
Okay. There's a couple of things here. So I think go ahead, roll directly engage a threat with your saber move. We'll see what happens. Minus. This is not a good plan.
This is a great plan. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna say -2.
What? How is this not a good plan?
-3. Well,
they're not in his line of sight. He's using
a frictionless environment. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, -2. Go ahead.
You need to tell me why I'm getting a -2.
So all he has to do is have it be a frictionless environment, and then those things don't pierce him, right?
Well, yeah, that's why they're like the harpoon shaped again.
Well, also, I mean, just like friction isn't required for things to cut or anything like that, right? Like,
sure, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like if they were blunt objects, yeah, he could just like slip around them, but they're harpoon.
Okay.
The little trident harpoons.
All right. Then in your head, it's just he's faster and stronger, right?
Yeah. Okay. So still -2?
Yes.
Is it theoretically possible for him to die?
No.
It's not?
It's not because of the bargain.
Okay. I just want to know how much
how much effort to put into it.
Yeah. How many fate points? Let's see.
I wish I knew anything about that guy's power, because if I could try and steal it, and then the bargain would go away, maybe. But I don't even know what his power does. I have no idea who that guy is.
And Palladium failed the superior roll to figure out where Bioelastic went.
Right. Yeah.
That's why he's able to do this in the shadows.
Oh, who did Reaper pull to him?
Dynamo.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I guess I was not paying attention. All right.
I'm going to spend 1 point on the Doom track. Oop. I'm going to use Coming for You. When you mark a condition, take the +1 forward against the person you most blame for causing it. I'm going to do the anger that I got from the guy last turn.
Oh, wait. So you're using a Doom sign to
use a move from a different playbook.
Yeah, but you're marking angry, or you're
it says
the trigger is when you take a condition, right?
Okay, so I have to spend it at that point.
I mean, I would think so, right?
Okay.
I mean, I don't think you've even taken that session.
I'll use the other one that I get +1 to unleash my powers when I have angry mark. Oh wait, no, this isn't unleashing your powers.
This isn't even technically directly engaged. I mean, it is, but you're also doing the more than a shield, right? Or what is that one? I forget what that one's called.
Well, it would still count if it was that, but I'm directly engaging a threat.
Yeah,
that's unleash your powers.
Palladium. While Jared is thinking about this, Emoticon is chomping at the bit to enter the battle, and he says, "What happened?"
So it's just like the explosion knocked him out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I say some villains attacked. The heroes have it under control.
Roll.
This is where I need.
This is going to be
the adult move, the adult persuade move.
Persuade with best interest.
It's probably provoke, right? You're trying to get him not to do anything stupid, right?
Right, but it's going to depend, right? He's kind of phrasing it like provoke right now, but it also could be comfort or support, right? He goes.
I don't know how I could make it comfort or support anyway. So
yeah, he says, "The villain's attacked, then why are we running?" And he's like, "That's Countess out there."
We're running because we'll die if we get involved.
He turns and looks and he says, "Oh yeah? Where are your friends right now? Bastion and Left Wing. I bet they're out there, aren't they?" And he turns and looks at Iceblade, and Iceblade's eyes go wide, like, and emoticon's like.
I say they are helping from a distance because they have powers that can support the heroes right now. If you have an idea, great. Do not run in there and get yourself killed. Listen, we have people right here, right now, who need our help to get out of here.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. No, this is what I said. This is my like provoke. I'll tell you what. You help me get all of our classmates out of here. I will join you, and we'll go in there together to see if we can help.
He turns and looks behind him, and he sees them carrying out bodies. And he goes, "No. No. No, no, no.
Do you want any more people to die, emoticon?"
No, 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 no. And sadness and
snap
fear.
Out of it.
Roll provoke.
That's my provoke. Yeah.
Wait, were they about to merge?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. All right, 7 to 9.
Okay.
Do we have any team?
Yeah.
I'm not. Can I spend team for? Yeah. How is Iceblade reacting to this? Is he on my side of this?
His eyes are wide. I don't know what. I mean, I don't know exactly how he would help.
Yeah. Is there anyone else around?
Comforting way. Thunder is. So maybe Thunder could try and be a comforting presence in this instance. Yeah. What do you want to have her say? I mean, like you described.
I just give her a pleading look. I'm just like,
yeah. I think. Womanly intuition. Thunder puts out her hands and she says, "Doomseer's okay. Take a breath. Doomseer's okay."
Yeah, you didn't know any of the people who died anyway. Sorry about it.
yeah. Leftwing says it over the comm.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. He would never. But
yeah, I know.
Palladium is just like, okay, cool. I didn't know you cared about Doomseer. Good to know.
Yeah. I think
I wasn't paying attention.
I think both you and Iceblade kind of share a look like Doomseer, what? and emoticon, like the two balls start to like calm down, and he goes, "Okay, and then let's I think he but we'll kind of get like a little bit of a cut here. We'll turn to back to Slipblade and Plate or Bastion. Are you ready to make that roll, Bastion?
Yeah. Just one question about game face. If I don't kill him here, will I always have that?
Well, defeat him,
at the end
right?
of the scene?
It's more generic. Yes.
Okay, so if
it'll be every scene in which you don't make progress towards that.
Okay, and defeating him would just be making him retreat in this scenario.
Real quick, do we resolve my move?
I mean, what's that?
Did we resolve my move?
We did. Your game face got resolved because you disarmed him, right?
No.
He retreated from
my provoke move.
Oh yes, your provoke worked. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, you calmed him down. Yes.
Okay. Maybe I missed the last bit.
Emoticon was about to say something, and then we cut away from there because
Okay. That was what confused me because I was like, did I do it? Did I not do it? Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, you did it. You did it. You succeeded, right? I mean, it's a 10 plot.
Keep going.
So, ruling on that, Connor? Essentially, forcing him to retreat would be enough to clear that. Like, I don't get a condition at the end of every scene.
He's already trying to retreat,
right? He's trying to kill me too, right? Right now, he's trying to kill Bastion, right? But
yeah.
I don't know. I think
because like disarming was enough for Caleb in that thing, right?
Yeah, but this would be defeat, right? He did defeat Dynamo. He made it so that he was unable to continue in the fight, right?
Yeah.
Slipblade now escaping is their goal after he tries to kill you.
I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna snap his sword so he can't fight anymore. There we go. There we go.
I don't think.
I think the fictional positioning has changed.
Yeah, so I agree. Yeah.
Okay. So if I were to do that and he just, I survive this roll and then he just runs away, I wouldn't clear.
Yeah, I would say you'd still. I mean, I think in fiction, you would want to still try and go after him, right? If you turn on game face, you're like, no, he escaped. I'm mad about that. I want to fight him
again. Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll just let fate decide.
Okay.
So I'm rolling -2. You said.
Yes.
Oops. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 7 to 9. So on a 7 to 9, pick one.
Right.
Yes, you do have. There is two. Yep, there is 2 team left, but you don't have 2 people that are helping you in this situation.
You right.
There's 1 team left because I just spent 1.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay. So
I could spend 1 and use it. The other one selfishly. Is that a mechanic?
No, there's 1 team left.
There's only 1 team left. Yeah.
Okay. If there were 2, is that a thing though?
If you wait, what was the question?
If you have 2 team left but only 1 teammate, could you use 1 team on them to give you a +1 and then use 1 selfishly?
I think so, but selfishly just shifts your labels. I don't know if that would help or not.
Oh, it just shifts your labels.
Yeah,
I've never done that.
Yeah, it's because it's not very good. It just shifts your labels.
That's good for Caleb.
I guess.
Yeah. I avoid damage.
You could not avoid damage, and then you could take a sword from him.
Ooh. Does this sword look cool?
His sword looks cool, but I don't think you think it's like a mystical artifact.
It's not like a shard blade.
If you lost.
Yeah. It's not a shard blade, no.
Oh. Well, that's probably good, because then if you took damage, it would kill you.
Not necessarily. If I believe in myself, my arm will come back or whatever.
Yeah, but you got to be careful. You might accidentally change genders.
Oof. Yeah, you're right.
Oh no.
Wait. Oh yeah, I was reading defend. I'm like, that doesn't have the engaging. Doing the blows, resisting his attack is really the only thing that makes sense, because creating an opportunity doesn't matter, because you said no matter what happens, he escapes.
It was a full card effect. Yep.
Okay. We're setting this. No matter what happens, he's escaped.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure
if it would have been a red card, then one of them is for sure staying, and it's whoever can get one, right?
Mm-hmm. But how is this like a genie kind of fate where he can escape by escaping his mortal coil?
Oh,
his soul escapes his body. That's a good idea.
Fickle is fate.
Clearly, fate is fickle based off of what happens.
Right. Yeah. So you should just kill him and be like,
what I'm asking is, would it be worth it narratively for me to take the blow to create an opportunity for weightless? Because it feels like if I do that, I'm just doing it for nothing.
I think it could be interesting. Yeah, I think it could be interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna take the. Am I just gonna be taking a heavy blow then?
I think you'd be taking
or whatever it's called.
Ooh, I don't know. I think taking one condition is too low for this.
So I'd be skipping.
But willing to take a powerful blow when I like. Jeez, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of like Palladium taking the dynamo hit, but without when you take a power like an attack with from someone stronger than you, right?
Well, I'm gonna spend a Doom track to use that ability.
To use what ability?
Palladium's ability
sure.
to take
a. All right, go ahead. All right, if you want to.
Because Jared has every power. Come on, Reaper. We got our own Reaper right here.
Get on my level, Reaper. Although using his every time doesn't push him precariously closer to his own doom.
Yeah.
Right. Well, presumably. Maybe it does.
Maybe he's a Doom. Maybe we're fellow Doom bringers or Dooms, whatever it's called.
I'll be right back in 1 minute, but yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and resolve it.
I can't play without you. You're the DM.
I know.
My computer got up and walked away. How am I supposed to play my computer game?
Caleb, what's the condition? What do I roll for that ability?
That ability, Savior.
I think you mean. Oh, you mean the stat or like the actual effect?
Like, well, yeah. What can you like post that in the chat? Thanks.
Can you? Can you post something in the chat like that? No, I don't think I can.
I think so.
Oh yeah,
here, copy and paste.
I can copy paste it. Yeah, I was just seeing if there was like a button I could just click to automatically.
I guess there's not. Yeah.
There you go. When you take a powerful blow from someone with far greater power than you, use this move instead of the basic move. Obviously, that would count. Roll plus Savior. On a hit, you stand strong and choose one. Even if you miss, you go down hard but leave your opponent off balance and vulnerable.
Let's go, baby!
Nice.
So now not only am I giving him an opportunity from that previous roll, I'm going to also use the...
So you can get an opportunity or opening it against your attacker, rally from the hit, and it inspires the team, add one team to the pool, or keep your attacker's attention.
Yeah, that first one. So I get to attack him, and Weightless gets to attack him.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
That makes sense. Yeah. As the GM now, I say yes.
Right. Yeah.
Does he die? His soul escapes his body.
Yep, I agree.
Right, yeah. When you described
interim GM,
Weightless coming to punch him from behind, I imagined you using the trident thing on top and just like bisecting him. It didn't happen, but that's what I was hoping was going to happen.
Me too, buddy.
That's what can happen now, I guess.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I succeeded. So from the prior roll, I took the heavy blow and created an opportunity for him to attack. And by succeeding this roll, you get an opportunity or opening against your attack. We get 2 opportunities to attack. We each do.
So I think Jared
can we do the double lariat?
What's the second attack? What's the second roll from?
I took the heavy blow.
So he not only, because he gets to use this move instead of the normal one, he not only stands strong, but he also gets an extra opportunity. So basically, like Jared is asking, so obviously Weightless gets an opportunity to attack, but now Bastion also gets an opportunity to attack, or maybe Weightless gets 2 opportunities, or whatever, however we want to do that.
And we do the double with the double lariat from Naruto.
No, I guess it says you get an opportunity or opening against your attacker. Yeah.
Like I basically clothesline him from the front as he clotheslines him from the back.
Sure.
And then he splatters.
He's decapitated.
I think jeez.
I mean, can he? They can take his body, right? Like that will still count as escaping. He will get out of here.
We hit his head, so his head flies off at such force.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think this through because it's like I want this. I want your guys' roles to still matter, right? But I feel like at a certain point there isn't a role because this other role needs to take effect.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? But I'm
hard
willing
when
for
there's
it to be like he doesn't. He gets out but not safe. It does. Yes.
Yeah.
I would even just say, Connor, if that was the case, I think he should have already escaped by now. I think you should have just said he leaves instead of like playing out more combat with him.
Well, I just wanted Bastion to still be able to do something, but him not escaping is off the table. I think what I was going to say before you now have doubled up the rolls or whatever was that Weightless takes out one of his limbs before he escapes. But I think maybe
the head is a limb, kinda.
What's that?
The head is a limb.
No.
Jared, August 2025. The head is a limb, kinda.
Yeah.
It's an extremity.
Yeah, extremity I agree with. Limb, not so much.
Yeah, but I mean limbs are also extremities. So
yes,
in
but extremity is not all extremities are limbs.
You know?
Or we could do the Darth Maul where he just loses the bottom half of his body and he's fine.
I do think that this guy should be majorly messed up. Like
he loses two arms.
He loses a limb. I think the both of you clothesline him, right? And you take out
lariat, baby.
Yeah. I think it makes the most sense to take out an arm.
Yeah, like we're going for the neck, but like as he like dodges, we catch him on the shoulder.
It's because he ducks down and his arm goes up, and you just scissor his arm off.
Yeah, like Bastion, one of your hooks, maybe goes by one side of his arm and makes a woodcutter's cut, right? And then Weightless's arm, his carbon arm comes over and snap that
weak point just yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then we
then we just
Bubblegum
grabs him. Yeah, no, I don't think
high five freeze frame.
But then Bubblegum grabs just like they should have done in Jurassic World. His Bubblegum grabs Slip Blade and pulls him out of the fight, right?
We probably get the blood spurting out of his arm as he's dragged off, right?
Weightless reaches down and picks up the arm and jams it into his stomach, and now he has two arms.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Can Scab do that?
Hey, Dragon, would you mind cauterizing this?
Yeah, Scab. Yeah, he'll listen to my stump, Scab.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, theoretically, if he cut open his stump.
I mean, okay, seeing the pictures of two of them side by side, I like the thickness of Weightless's stub is so much
ridiculous.
Yeah, so much more.
You just have to work that arm out of. We gotta do a bunch of curls.
Yeah, that's what you were playing.
Okay, so I think to wrap up kind of what's happening here, I think Emoticon is you're right. Thanks. And then we see an ice statue appear where he was in the sky, right out front of the Reapers, right out front of the the tunnel entrance, and he bubblegums Emoticon and pulls him out. And then teleports again Reaper does.
What? No, I'm going to stop this.
Final move. Yeah, go ahead. Try and interact. Yeah,
that's
he bubblegums him, right, and tries to pull him out.
Yeah, and there is no way this is happening. He will take me if anyone. He's not getting Emoticon.
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this to be the end of Endgame, where it's just us taking turns trying to sacrifice ourselves.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
great.
So he gets 7 powers in one.
I think maybe we should.
I'm just gonna.
We should call it here and resolve this when we come back. Because
I'm just gonna make a roll.
I got to wrap up a little bit early today.
Just gotta make a roll.
You're just gonna make one roll and be done, huh?
Oh, I gotta roll defend, right?
We can cliffhanger. Okay. He can roll, and then we'll find out what that means.
Yeah, here, there you go. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll defend.
Right, that makes sense, right? I'm trying to defend someone or something from an immediate threat.
Yeah.
No matter what, I will succeed this. I just might reveal my secret identity.
Oh yeah, there you go. I think a -1. He's definitely more powerful. Sure, this is definitely unexpected, but he's not
it's not impossible.
He's not doing something too over. He's not doing something OP.
And he's got a lot going on at once.
Yes,
it's fine. I'm good at this. We don't have any team left, do we? No, we still have that one. It wasn't spent. Well, I mean, Thunder and Ice Blade are right there. Can I have Ice Blade throw one of his things and cut off some of the bubble gum?
Yeah. Sure. Well, I mean, it could just be Thunder. Even Thunder just
yeah, I mean,
vaporize
whatever. It's
right there. Maybe they both help, and we just call it one team.
Yeah. So I want to succeed with flying colors here. There's no way this is happening. So, on 10 plus,
so you get to pick
keep them safe and choose one.
Yeah.
He created an opportunity.
I can't, and with this, I can add a team to a pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition. I'll maybe clear a condition. What do I have right now? Just angry. Yeah, sure. I'll clear angry. Yeah. So I mean, here's the question, Connor. Does that mean they just leave and don't get emoticon, or is that like this is going to escalate into another?
No, they leave and don't get emoticon. He teleports away, right? You stop the bubble gum, and then the next, like, you blink and he's gone.
Yeah, I stand hero pose with my armor on, looking up at the sky, like, and then look down at emoticon. Yeah. You all right?
Yeah, you see them like flying away with bubble gum, right? And Leftwing, what happens when someone gets far enough away? Does the power that you've stolen, like Null's power, like pull out of you and you get yours back? Is there like too much tension when they're that far away? We never had this happen before. You just
like if he teleported away somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, I guess we could decide how that works. I'm trying to think.
I think it makes sense that your host power source like wants to come back to you, so it eventually pulls once you get far enough away. That makes the most sense to me, but I'm fine if you just want to be like, let me just hold on to this for a couple of days.
Well, I mean, I would swap it back anyways. I don't think it matters at this point. Right. But I mean, it's still good to know. I feel like because I can teleport by memory, that distance must not be a huge issue. And obviously there's no pull with those things. You're just swapping places. But I'm thinking, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it just gets heavier if they get like significantly farther away, right? And eventually it would get hard to hold. But yeah, I mean, if he's leaving, I don't need it anyways. So I'll just drop it.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just baffled because I don't know what they accomplished.
They murdered 5 people to steal their powers.
I guess, but like,
yeah,
because he like wanted them.
He was about to kill 2 more, but then the 3 showed up.
And he tried to steal emoticon, which would have been 5 more.
Well, yes. So this is the question that I'm confused because he said finally once the 3 showed up, and then I was like, okay, but then you just like fought for a while and then you left. Like, I don't know what you.
Maybe he was trying to kill him.
He's trying to kill him
and realized he couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Possibly because of Leftwing's presence. He was like, if I use this power, like he tried to use Null's power, right? And you took it before he could.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, that was my killer move. It's, I mean, also, Slipblade was about to die, right? So if he would have done it any later, and Dynamo was out of the fight, right? So
that's true. Yeah, we're just awesome. Like, I guess. Yeah. Why am I questioning this? We're awesome.
Yeah. It might have also been that he was waiting for a chance to test out his power, right? To see if he could take them on or not.
That makes sense.
Even more than just I can kill them.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll wrap it there. I think as we kind of like seeing them flying away, I think Dragon. Sorry, guys, pretending to be a helicopter. I think as we're wrapping up, we see Dragon like go down like in the elevator, like where that giant robot was, and where Architect was like making the structure, and he's like, "Why did you do that? You're the reason they escaped." And Architect was like, "We heard you say somebody told us to do it. Somebody on the comms. Who was it? Leftwing?"
Did I hear that?
Someone told us to. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Constance is like, Leftwing, you didn't tell them to go, did you? To enact their plan? I thought we said we were going to wait. And you did if we actually had to.
When I was on the comms, I hear someone say, do it.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Reaper.
Right, yeah.
Through the power he stole from Static.
Right. So it doesn't need to transmit over a channel, and normally it's like some sort of special.
Static's power was like doing anything a radio can do and transmitting radio waves. So he transmitted radio waves, making it sound like someone was saying to enact the plan to them.
But then why didn't I didn't get those radio waves?
Different message, or maybe you did. Maybe you did hear it, and you're like, "What the heck?" Okay. Or no, because all he has to do is send it to certain ones and not others, right?
I guess if he has like
radio waves down, he can control it.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's fine if he has.
And then I'm like, it wasn't me. I didn't hear anything. But he might have had Static's power. He blew out the earpiece when I tried to put it in. Maybe he just tried to give the. I mean, he can't imitate voices, right? So they must have heard his voice and done it anyway.
My headcanon is that he did the feedback in there to make Leftwing not put it in, and then did it immediately afterwards, so that Leftwing didn't even have it in and didn't hear it anyway.
Well, but I had my other earbud in. He did that to his earbud.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense either way. Even if it's like, oh, I didn't know Static could do that. Well, he's done all sorts of expertise things with people's powers that he's taken.
Right.
So I was just trying to get that little piece of
sure.
What's the word? Exposition before we ended the episode.
Yeah.
But so we see them like leaving, right? They're escaping, and then I think maybe Dragon, after he yells at them, still like fire blast after them, and Countess and Vulcan are like stop! And he just flies after him anyway. He doesn't catch up to them, but he tries.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we just fade out from there. And then, maybe we get a quiet moment of Bastion and Weightless like nodding to each other. And Weightless is like, I won't tell any of the teachers. I think he says, you should get a demerit from this, but seeing as you took his arm with me, that was pretty cool. He doesn't say cool.
What he should do is be like, here's your demerit, and then hand him a star.
That's what he does. Yeah.
Really? He gives me a star?
You said a star?
Do they just carry around good noodle stars and like?
I think he should do this. I think he picks up a. No, I think he just holds out his hand. He says, "Here's your demerit," and it's just empty. And he says, "Don't do that again." And if anybody asks, I told you not to.
I pick up his arm, the arm, and like go to like high five him with it.
With the arm you just cut off? Are you sure?
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Okay, wow.
That was for the audience.
Yeah. All right, we'll end there.
End of session moves?
I don't think I can stick around for end of session moves. I think I gotta go.
Okay.
But we can do them over chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
See you.
All right.
Adios.
Peace out.
Do we want to do that?